What's up, guys? This is Josh at Gun Dang It, and I thought I would make a quick video giving you all a tour of the hobby desk. Obviously, this is where I do all the building and the recording and editing, all in this little area here. Don't mind the mess or anything. So you see, the layout of our house is our living room and kitchen are on the same room. So I have this little nook right here, right next to the door. This is my kids' room, and then the fridge, and then you see the kitchen right here. So down here, this is where I keep my backlog. All the stuff that I have done, with the exceptions of a couple. Those ones are ones that I've completed, or there are ones where there's a couple of them where I was in the middle of and I broke a piece, and now they're just sitting there for practice. So if I want to practice painting, panel lining, scribing, all sorts of stuff, I have those there for spare parts. And then over here, I have all the stuff that I am pretty much the rest of my entire backlog. I have all the stuff that I'm gonna build and make videos of, especially with these two, the real grade RX-93 Hi-Nu Gundam I'm gonna build for my next build video, and then a couple more videos after that. I'm gonna build the master grade Wing Zero Endless Waltz for Ka. Yeah, so just stay tuned. What model kits do you have in your backlog? Let me know in the comment section. This bag right here, I like to do, this is what I use to take photos of my kits. I have a lot of backdrop stuff that we use, that we can use, but I hardly use any of them. I usually just use like either the black, because I have this one where it's like more of a reflector, and then I have this main one where I can use either the black side or the white side. That's where I have my lights for lighting to do the photos, and then more action bases. Starting from the left of the desk, I have this Godzilla statue right here. I love that it's more like the 1954 Gojira. My fiance got this for me for Christmas, and it holds my headphones. You can also hold controllers and everything too, and it's just a cool addition to the desk. I also have a couple of Gundam Funko Pops. I bought the Zaku first because it was the only one that was there, and then just recently we went to the Funko store and got the RX-78-2, and then I got that. I literally a day after I saw that it was announced that they were making 4 or 3 more for the Gundam Wing anniversary, and I was like, now I gotta get those. In between them, I have a picture of my grandfather. Unfortunately, he passed away when I was 15, and we have a lot of fond memories. We would always come over to his place and watch every Disney VHS that him and my grandma got. Over here is where I keep I have like decals from other kits that I haven't used, that I used to practice. I think there's a water slide decal one in there too. As you see, kind of where I keep all my other markers. I also have a couple spare clippers. I like to build with my brother and my son, and I'm just now kind of getting my daughter into it. She's very excited. I got her a kit, and we're trying to find the time where we can all sit down, because when we have everyone, all the kids, it can get pretty chaotic. So we just try to plan ahead. So sorry if I seem like I'm skimming through, because there's stuff that I use and there's stuff that I don't use, and I like to highlight more of the stuff that I do use. So, but once I do use the items on the desk that I haven't mentioned, I will do kind of their own little review on it. So like the paints, as soon as I learn how to do it better, and same with like the masking tape. So just bear with me here. Don't mind this mess right here. I'm currently building the Master Grade SD Wing Zero Endless Waltz. A lot of creators I've seen do crazy things with this. So I'm building this with a diorama that I'm making with my son with the Master Grade Verka. As you can see right there. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I just gotta figure out how to enter and go from there. This is the stuff that I have currently in use. Now, before I go any further, I just want to let everyone know that this isn't a brand sponsored video. No one has contacted me to do a plug for them. These are just stuff that I use because they're awesome stuff to use for beginners, especially a beginner like me. And yeah, let's take a little looky-loo here and see. I have these God Hand PNS 135s. These are good for when I'm clipping the parts off the runner. And then I also have, here I'm doing this one-handed, these God Hand SPN 120s. These ones right here are when I clip off the little nub off of the part. I have a couple of Gundam markers. This one right here is the drip marker. I found out the hard way that using the paints for panel lining on bare plastic, it actually withers the part away. This right here is a amazing substitute for that, especially for beginners. I also have a couple of these panel line pens. Now these ones are like fine tip pens that you can use for panel lining your Gundam, which makes it pop here, just to kind of show you an example. Like the black on the wings and everything. I use these a lot too. I use a combination of these two. I do this one for kind of the base, and then I use this to kind of go over and kind of fine tune it a little bit, make it more even. Definitely recommend for if you're a beginner builder and you want something quick to panel line. I also have these gun primer glass files. Now these ones are super sick because they're lightweight. You can kind of hold them in any position, and it's hard to. I'll post a video, or I'll try to get a picture, a good decent picture of these, but they're very fine files to remove the nub marks from cutting the parts. I've used regular files before, and they do okay, so don't be discouraged to use other things. I just found as a beginner that these, especially with the steps, with using the balancer and this kind of specialized towel that they have for recovery, and I hadn't looked back since. I highly recommend those as well. This one I just got too. I think it's relatively new. They have this very fine brush that helps get rid of the residual dust. And then I have the balancer to use after, because you use the file first to get the part worn down, and then you use the balancer. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and tell you exactly how it works. It looks like it just smooths things out, judging by what I see. They do have a YouTube channel, so look them up. They fully show you how they make it and demonstrate their product. And again, no one's contacted me for this plug. It's just something that I personally like to use for a beginner. I use this toothbrush to clean these parts, make it very easy to clean. I have this eraser here. I use this because this helps get rid of panel lining, and especially I don't have to steal my kids' pencils to use their erasers to help get rid of panel lining. So I bought a pack of them here. Then I have, of course, these curved tweezers for stickering. And then, like I said, I do a lot of filming on my phone, so I have this little Bluetooth remote here that helps me start and stop videos. And then I have this pretty generic phone holder. The light here also holds my phone too, but I mainly use that as a light to look over the build. And then I have here this magnifying glass that's attached here. It's one of the first things I bought when I got into the hobby. As you can see here, it's very good. I definitely need to clean it a lot more, but this magnifies really well. Again, highly recommend. Here I have acquired one of my 3 TV trays as a kind of extension to the desk. So this kind of holds where I hold my runners. I have this like little envelope holder, and this one here I bought first. Usually I keep it in alphabetical order. I have this here. This is just stuff with like spare parts, files, stuff for if I run out of something, or if either my brother or my son needs something to build with. And then here I keep my wallet, because I keep it here because I have a tendency to forget things, and as long as it's associated with the hobby desk, I'll find it. So I keep it all here. So I built this not only bought and built this as more of a display, but it has now since turned out to be kind of like my instruction holder. I'm shopping around for kind of something more substantial, because I want to, use it for, what I intended it for, the Gundams, and to display them. But for now, this is actually really convenient to hold my parts here. Last but not least, we have the Gundams. Now, I'm just going to give a brief kind of run through of what I've built so far, but all of these are also, they have their own separate build videos, so feel free to check those out. We have the Real Grade RX 78-2. I was very proud of that build. It took me a long time, especially for, I broke a kit that I was building before, very discouraged, but I'm really glad of how it turned out. And then we have the RX 79 EZ8 high grade. I love 8th MS team, and you can see that because I also have the RX 79 ground type as well. And then next to that is the Zaku 2 Unicorn version I got from Premium Bandai. Pre-ordered it. I was super stoked that this came out as a high grade, very fun and easy to build, and definitely fun. Also have the high grade Wing Zero, high grade Gundam Aerial, and then from the top I have a couple of SDEX Gundams that my son built, Wing Zero and the RX-93 New Gundam. And then we have the high grade Crossbones that I pre-ordered, and this was also a very fun build, especially after the one I broke recently was the master grade Verkal version of this, and I was very bummed out and discouraged. So yeah, this is my desk, and I hope you all had a good time with this, and yeah, and happy building.